guys, we're gonna read Judges 19. Excuse me if I'm a little bit of stuffy nose, because the sickness is starting to hit, but let's go read verses 22, 23, 25, 28, 29, 30 of chapter 19 of Judges. The reason why I'm reading this is because there's very important information here that when I was reading it, it's just very it shocked me, like not in a good way. It was just very sad, and so let's start. And it says, while they were enjoying themselves, a crowd of troublemakers from the town surrounded the house. They began beating at the door and shouting to the old man, "Bring out the man who is staying with you so we can have relationships with him," if you know what I mean by that. And the old man stepped outside and said to them, "No, my brothers, do not do such an evil thing, for this man is a guest in my house, and such thing would be shameful." 25. So the Levites took hold of his concubine. Basically, concubine means playing the role of a wife without officially being legally the wife, if you know what I mean, and pushed her out of the door. The man of the town abused her all night, taking turns raping her until morning. Finally, at dawn, they let her go. Wow. 28. He said, "Get up, let's go." The person who said, "Get up, let's go," is basically the concubine's, the woman's husband. When he got home, he took a knife and cut his concubine's body into 12 pieces. Then he sent one piece to each tribe throughout all the territory of Israel. 30. Everyone who saw it said, "Such a horrible crime has not been committed in all the time since Israel left Egypt. Think about it. What are we going to do? Who's going to speak up?" So basically what happened here was moral collapse. Israel is shown at its lowest point. There's violence, lack of protection, and no fear of God. The Levites fail to protect his concubine. The Levite fails to protect his concubine, and society. Alright, this is another part, and it says, the Levite fails to protect his concubine, and society allows evil to happen. Lesson: when people live without God, right and wrong become distorted, and human life loses its value. So basically, to resume all of this, is that this man, Levite, he, I guess, traveled with his wife, but I wouldn't call it wife officially because they weren't married officially, but she was playing the role of a wife. Basically, that's what concubine means. And basically no one let them stay at their home, at their house. They were trying to find a home to stay for the night. Nobody let them until this old man who was generous enough to take them to his home and let them stay. And that's when they were while they were enjoying themselves, a crowd of troublemakers from the town shouted the house, but doesn't say why and how it all started, on why the troublemakers went to the house and shouted that. "For this man is a guest in my house, and such things shall be shameful." That is totally, understandable of why the old man said, "Hey, why are you shouting? That's so disgusting. And then 25 says the Levite took hold of his concubine and pushed her out of the door. The man of the town abused her. So basically saying her husband, well, if you could call it husband, didn't protect her. Didn't do anything about it to protect her. Instead of helping her, instead of fighting for that justice that she needs, he went on deciding to take her life by doing something so horrible, which is cutting her into 12 pieces. Like, that's the least thing you should do as a role of a husband. You know, your role as a husband is to protect, love. But that's how, you know, the fear of not having fear of God could have a great impact in anyone's life, in anyone's life. Because if you have no fear of God, things like this can be committed. And yeah, and it's so sad that we currently live in a world where this could happen.